Hey, Danny, how are you?
I'm so good. Before we went live, you're right now in the hotel room, and that you've obviously got an audience sitting on the beds in front of you, which is probably feels really strange. It makes it for me think of Tamworth, because that's what usually happens to me. We'll have a screen in front of us and somebody laying on the bed having a sleep while you do shows.
Yeah, we do towels and things.
Oh dear. But how are you? It's been forever. It really
It has
has.
been, yeah. I can't believe it's been 3 years since we last spoke.
I
But
can't believe
yeah, been a busy few years. Especially the last one. You know, we've been busy making new music and
Mhm.
playing, and yeah, I mean, all of us are kind of doing other side projects and bits and pieces. So busy time, but lots of great stuff happening.
Very good stuff. Music is so good at the moment. Everybody's just, I'm loving it. There's so much different styles coming out, and people are just writing how they feel and not frightened to just release it into the world and let people. No one's doing the same thing. Everyone's doing their own thing. It's just so exciting to see.
Yeah, well, I feel like we're still getting the the backlog of stuff that was written in COVID
Yeah.
still kind of coming down the pipeline. So
Yes.
it's still, I mean, it was a difficult time, but it was a good time for great music, I reckon. Lots of great songs written over that period.
100%. And I often think now, I wonder if people struggle to find time to write, because in COVID we had so much time that it kind of become, it was more than a luxury. It was normal to have all this time to spend writing, and now it's, oh, where am I going to fit it into this busy day again? So,
Exactly. Yeah. I can relate to that a lot.
so have you been like? Because yes, you guys did a lot of writing, and I know we saw you in Tamworth, and I think that was 2022. I'm not sure. 21 was it, like when you released? I don't know. I think it was 2022 in Tamworth that we saw you. Um, have you been writing a lot since then? Because that was kind of right into the middle of all the COVID things happening. Have you had a fair bit of a build up of your catalogue?
Yeah, well, I mean, I came out of that COVID period with heaps of songs, probably enough
Yeah.
songs to write a couple of different records. And it's just sort of taken a couple of years to get them on record, or get the
Yeah.
first batch on record. So yeah, I mean, I'm always sort of tinkering away at something. I'm a kind of tinkerer of a songwriter. It takes me a while to from getting that initial idea to getting something I'm happy to put on record can take quite a while. Um,
Yes.
but I'm only happy if I've got something to tinker away at. But
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, the good thing about that COVID period was that, yeah, I just built up a big backlog of stuff. So there are still songs, lots of half finished bits and pieces, lots of songs that are kind of completely ready to go one day when we find the right album to put them on. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice
Yeah.
to have, a backlog of stuff. Then there's not as much pressure to kind of be putting stuff together, to know that, in another couple of years we'll have plenty of stuff to make another album.
Exactly, because at the moment in the music world, it is very much a fast-paced single world, and the single's lifespan is quite quick now. Whereas a song would do you 12 months, an album would be 18 months touring, and whereas now it's quite a quick turnover. So having that big backlog takes the pressure off of that for you as a backup to going.
Yeah,
Um,
slowly learning to do things that way. Yeah, I sort of I grew up in the era where you release the single, then you release an album, and that
yeah.
was, and we've recorded this new album that's kind of there ready to go. And as an artist, you're just champing at the bit to get it out
Yeah,
there. In
I
this day
couldn't
and
do
age,
it.
it's all about releasing singles slowly and drip feeding it. So
Yes,
we're
it's hard. It's
excitement
hard.
to get it out there.
And that whole, I know Kaz is watching, and I know she's a bit like us, and I'm an album person, and I like to understand the story an album tells, but I like to hear and figure it out for myself, and then go back and learn if I got it right. So I like just let myself listen from one through to the end, and get the whole meaning from the album, which is something that we don't get to do that often anymore, because it
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
single. And we never release singles in order of what they are on the album. So even if there is a story from 1 to 12, releasing it as singles, it's never done in that order. So you don't get that underlying meaning.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you've just described as an artist anyway. For me, that's how I want people to
Yes.
experience my music. Is, I don't want to tell you what to think of it. I just want you to have your own impression of what the music is, and then
Yes.
and I love doing that across an album because
So,
you can tell a bigger story across a whole
yes,
record.
absolutely. Kaz has just put a comment in. She said, "We have to be patient to get the album." I know I'm not the most patient person. I know, Kaz. I'm definitely not. And Shane has popped in. Sorry, Shane, I didn't see your message come in. It said, "Are you going to Tamworth in January?"
Definitely, yep.
And you're going to Tamworth. We have to do a live in person.
Absolutely,
we have legs.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we exist below this point.
Exist below here, and I will promise I will not wear the slippers that I've got on tonight in Tamworth. I won't need them.
You won't. You definitely won't need them in January in Tamworth.
But tell you what,
yeah,
you
we'll
guys,
definitely be in Tamworth.
yes. Oh my! I wish you to go back to April because coming from Tassie, I love the summer, and the summer's very different feel up there to what it is here. If you went out in that temperature here, you'd burn to a crisp. Over there, it's still very hot. But I remember thinking every time I get ready for the Golden Guitars, and I'm like, how am I going to keep this dress or outfit I'm wearing dry? Because you get so tight and it's sweaty and horrible. And then in the April one, people needed a jacket, and it was just so nice.
Yeah, it's quite nice to walk around town with rugged up.
Yeah, just enough to be comfortable and be able to stand in the street and not feel like you're going to die while you're watching someone play. That I liked.
I'll take that over nearly dehydrating any day of the week.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly right. So tell us a little bit, because we're just saying, you're an album person. We're all, most of our audience are album people. We all love to have that physical album to read. I like to read the thank yous, the lyric. I like it all of it. Who did the photos, where it come from. Given that you have the album and it's ready, how did you choose this single? Was it something to do with did you think of it as a single, or did you think that this will help with that full album storytelling when it's out?
Well, it was kind of a compromise position, actually. We going into the record, we kind of suspected this would be the one most likely to be a single.
Yes.
But then since having the album produced, our publicist, he's still there?
Yep, still here. Should play. Hopefully, Scott does amazing things.
Something flashed up. Our publicist, Shane, who produced it, had different ideas about what would be the single, and that sort of led all of us to have different ideas. So we kind of just said, well, Sleepwalking's the one we can agree is going to be a single. So let's put that out, and we can deal with the rest down the track.
Yes.
We can spend the next few months arguing about what's going to be next.
And then you're another 12 months down the track. Yeah. That's how I'd imagine being in a band would be, a bit like having sisters.
It's definitely like a family. Mick and I were talking about that. You're in a band when you start fighting like family.
Yes. Yeah. If it got to that with my sister, I'd have just had to put all the songs in a hat and drawn whatever it came out. And that is we have to go with this one now. That's how I'd have solved it. No other way around it. Tell us a bit. You're heading to Gympie this weekend. So obviously new music. The plan is to get a bit out on the road. Obviously you're heading to Tamworth. Is that sort of your plan going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely will do a bunch of shows this year. This year mostly sort of in and around New South Wales, but we are plotting something bigger for next year when the album comes out. Over the last few years, we've really been lucky to connect with some people in pretty much all the capital cities around Australia. So we've got some really good friends in Perth now who we want to team up with and do some shows. We've got some good friends down in Adelaide and in Melbourne, also up in Brizzy. So at very least, we're hoping to get and do an album launch show in each of the capital cities, sort of in the first half of next year. Down in Tassie also. We've got some good mates down in Tassie.
Good. We can work out a show here. There's so many beautiful venues here now.
Yeah, so we're definitely planning on doing a Hobart show at least, and if we can tack some stuff onto that, it'd be great. But
I reckon we can do that, definitely.
That's it'll be sort of first half next year by the time the record is released.
Yeah.
But around that time, we're definitely going to travel far and wide.
Yes, I think it's the further you can get, the better it is for your music, isn't it? And people can. I think the one thing that's what when we started the show was you can't really play in every city, but if you can aim to play in every state and give people a chance to travel to you, that's, you know, it gives people a chance that don't get to hear music because it doesn't come to their town. So being able to do things like that is such a nice thing for the fans to be able to actually see you in person.
Absolutely, yeah. No, we're and we love to travel far and wide. And yes, Kaz, we'll definitely be coming to Victoria.
Yes.
We'll be teaming up with a lot of the troublemakers that you know that we knock around with down there.
There's a few of us every week these days. So, Sleepwalking, it was out on the 25th of August. So it was actually my sister's birthday that on the 25th of August. So it's only been a couple of days. Have you had a lot of feedback yet? Have people been listening and in telling you what they think?
Yeah, we've been getting some good responses. It's a song we've been playing live for quite a while. So it's a song that people reacted particularly strongly to when we play it live. So I mean, I guess that's another reason why we put it on the album. So yeah, a lot of people that's kind of reflected in the feedback we've had over the last couple of days. People really enjoying the song. I think people connecting with the message of the song.
Yes.
And it's probably something slightly different to what we've done in the past, but close enough that it doesn't seem like a million miles away. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way it's been received so far. It's only early days.
It is, and I think it's a great song, and it is quite different. It's still you guys, but it is a nice, different, and new sound. And I love that sort of style where people just release, again, like I said earlier, what they have written and what they like, because I like hearing that different sound of the bands and different ways of performing. I like that. Tell us a bit about the lyrics, because when I read Sleepwalking, it didn't come to me until I got to the end. I'm like, oh, that's not when I heard the name. It wasn't what I thought it was going to say. So I love that. I love hearing the reasoning behind things. So where did the idea first pop into your mind when you guys were writing?
Well, this is definitely one of those COVID songs. If I didn't finish it in COVID, I definitely kind of got the idea for it during COVID. And yeah, I think I was just going through something a lot of people were going through at the time, which was every day was just kind of rolling into the next one. It just felt like every day was completely the same, and that made me feel like I was just kind of sleepwalking through life. But I was definitely stuck in a bit of a rut and stuck in my own head, really. But yeah, I just kind of realised at one point, actually, look, this is a difficult time, but there's still so much fantastic stuff going on, certainly in my life, so much stuff I had to be thankful for, and so many small things to appreciate, and I should have been appreciating. So yeah, it was kind of, I wrote it as a bit of a slap across the face to saying, wake up to yourself and just pay attention to what's going on and the good things that are happening.
Yeah. Even the bad things, there's always something good you can take out of it. And sometimes it's not in that moment that you can take it away, but you can at some point get something good out of it if you want to. And I think COVID did teach us to appreciate that sort of thing more, because I think that we took a lot of it for granted. We took for granted that we could go to a gig every weekend, or that we could just go to the supermarket and do our shopping, or all those things are privileges, and we don't realize it. So it was a good time, and a lot of songs like those sorts of stories did come out of it, because we realized once it was taken away, we really liked that we had that. We just didn't, we were too busy to notice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That sense of appreciation is something that I sort of wanted to capture with this one.
And it definitely has. Artwork. Tell us about the artwork. Did you design it? Who designed?
This is the wonderfully talented Mark Lynch, who Gareth, the drummer from Copperline, and I play in another band, which is very different from Copperline. It's a very, very noisy rock and roll band. And Mark Lynch he's a kind of legend of a bass player in Sydney. But he's also a very, very talented graphic artist. So he kindly put this artwork together for us. And Yeah, I reckon the artwork's getting more compliments than the song. It's so good.
Did you give him parameters on what you wanted it to be, or did you just go, you do what makes you think and how it makes you feel?
Yeah, I just sort of gave him a very loose idea of what the song was about, and really, I mean, way looser than what I just described to you there. Because I've got him to do stuff in the past, and I've sort of learned it's best just not to restrict him in any way because he's got such a great creative mind. But yeah, I loved it. As soon as I saw that, I really loved it. I just captured the mood of the song for me.
Yeah. I love it. I do love it, and I like from the writing perspective of that, that's a big thing to be able to let go and just say, this is roughly what it's about, and you have all the creative space, do what you like, to something that was so close to you. That would be quite nerve-wracking to do. And just
it's but I also feel really lucky that going through the process this time on just how many really talented people we have around, out in our little circle outside the band, we've been able to draw on. I mean, not just this time, in the past, with people who've helped us with film clips and artwork and, Shane producing the record. So, yeah, we're really lucky to have a great network of people around us to help with that sort of stuff.
It is, and it is a huge network to get a song out. And we always try to show people that on this show because, people think you write a song, you record it, you release it, but you can't just do that as a one person. It's just, there's so many things behind the scenes. It's, you're producing, your publicist, there's so many things. And even down from writing it, just because you've written it doesn't always mean it stays like that as well. You need other people to hear it and tell you, yes, that works, or no, that doesn't. How do you go with producing? Do you go in with the ideas, or do you do the same thing? You go in, this is where we're at, tell me what you think, and let them have a bit of creative time in there as well?
Yeah, well, I mean, because we've worked with Shane a few times now, Shane Nicholson, I've just kind of got to trust in where he's coming from and his sort of musical knowledge and his instincts.
Yes.
And I know, 9 times out of 10, whatever he's suggesting is going to make the song better. And so many songs on all of our albums, we've gone in and the songs have become something that I couldn't have imagined they would become. And this one's a classic example. Like we sort of, it was a little bit sort of noisier and more epic when we took it in, and Shane really sort of stripped it back. And I, hearing it for the first time, I realised, yeah, that's absolutely the right feel for this song. He's managed to kind of find the right mood and the right atmosphere for it. So, yeah, I think it's really important. And the more I do it, the easier it is to let other people kind of have creative input like that.
Yeah, because I think that's what I would find them. Well, I do find them. I don't write a lot of songs, and I certainly don't record any of my songs because people would pay me to turn it off. I should maybe do that.
I'm sure that's not true.
But I know when I do a song with an artist or write a song with an artist, and it doesn't really matter how big a part you have in it, you do have a very strong investment in that song. So when you're like, here, you just take it and do what you want with it, that's really hard for me to think, oh, what if it doesn't come across like what we were just talking about? Or like, it's a hard thing to build that trust in people and to let go. So that's, would be.
Yeah, it's important. It's really important that you have that relationship of trust first, I think.
Yeah.
But once it's there, I think it's a really powerful thing.
Very much so. Absolutely. And yeah, you do have a great team around you and lots of things happening. We were talking a minute ago, you're at the Muster, you're playing there. When are your sets at the Muster this weekend? What day is it?
So we have, I'm playing with Bruin. Oop.
Yes. What time are their sets? Is it tomorrow?
I think it's tomorrow. I think it's about 7:30.
Tomorrow night?
7 o'clock tomorrow night, yeah.
Ooh, yes. What band, what stage?
The Combi Bar.
Oh, I haven't been to the Combi Bar. I haven't been to the Muster for a while. I was really, really excited to be coming this weekend, but I didn't make it. Tell us how many times have you been to the Muster now?
This is my first time, actually.
Wow.
Did
you went in today? did you go in today and have a look at what's there? Because they're not sort of pre-muster today, isn't it?
It is. We actually played last night. We did a pre-muster show last night, so we kind of went in and had a little bit of a poke around. But I'm definitely hoping to get in there early tomorrow and have a good explore.
Yeah.
But it's pretty incredible. It's sort of not like anything I've seen festival wise.
No, it's not, is it? You're driving to the festival and it's hard to explain that drive in where you're literally just driving into the bush, the middle of the bush. Like, it looks like that the road that you're driving in on, apart from the fact that there's other cars going, you would be like, where are you taking me? There's like, we're completely in the wrong spot, and it's not. It's just in the middle of the bush.
It's only because I was in the car with people who'd been before that I didn't turn around.
Yes, you wouldn't. Yeah, I know. I never forget the first time I went there. That first day where you're like, is this really where it is? And then when you get in there, I don't know, there's something very special about the atmosphere at the muster. If you haven't done it before, you have to at least try it once. I don't think there's a festival quite like it, which is good.
One like the same as this one.
No, it's very special. So you'll have to jump back on and let us know what your favourite part of the muster was. And you get in and go. I'm excited to hear that you're doing that.
On the ground.
That's a good idea. You can go live and let us know exactly what you think. I think one of the things that I think, because I went to the muster, I think I went to Tamworth before I went to the muster. I was only 17 when I decided to go to Tamworth, and I think I was 18 when I went to the muster. It's one of those things that you can't quite explain, but everybody there, it's like everyone knows you even though you don't know them. But everyone knows everyone because we're all there for the same thing. We're all there because we love music and we love being in the Australian country or in the bush, and just you all smell. Nobody's had a shower.
Yes.
Everyone's no one sleeps where they put their tent. Everybody camp hops to meet new people and sing it around their campfire, and you wake up at a random spot. I think that's just the muster. But it is something that people don't get to experience, and they definitely need to. Caddis has said the Bruin boys are troublemakers too.
That's true. I can verify that.
And she said that she's reviewed your single. Kaz, put your comment in the comments when you can, the link to your single, to the review. I love reading your reviews. And she said the troublemakers that are coming to, she's very excited about the troublemakers coming to Victoria as well, which is lovely. So are you guys actually doing anything tonight? Or are you having a quiet night in before? You've probably got more interviews at 7:30.
No, this is the last one for the day. So we're going to head up to grab a bite to eat. We're going to have a bit of a quiet night tonight, I think. We'll go and grab some dinner at the pub and
lovely.
Have an early night, so we're full of beans for tomorrow.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Well, I am sorry. I've kept you for. I know. I always say to Jules 20 minutes, and I don't know why I say it, because 20 minutes is not going to happen. We know this. I talk too much. I have got the link. Before we go though, guys, I was going to touch base on your merch, because we've got the link to your merch. Is it all still available?
Yes. Yeah, everything on there is still available. There's some of the T-shirts we're out of different sizes.
Yes.
We're sort of running a little low on some of the bigger sizes. But we're going to have some new merch for the new album soon, and we're definitely going to get lots of bigger sizes for that one. So
I like this merch, and I love the logo of this one. I love the design.
Oh, the truck.
Yeah.
That's another really good friend of mine, Maria Mosquera, who's a fantastic artist, visual artist. So she designed that logo. So yeah, another wonderfully talented person I've been able to work with on this project.
Yeah. I love this. I love hearing all about it. And before we do go, I know you're probably really hungry and want to get going, but social media, what is your preferred platform that you kind of keep updated the most? We've got the link to your link tree there. What's the best one for people to watch?
I think Facebook is probably the one that we stay on top of the most. Facebook and
Yep.
Instagram. We haven't ventured into TikTok world as yet. Yeah, it's just one too many social media platforms to try and stay on top of. But yeah, I sort of updating Facebook and Instagram regularly with any shows that are coming up, anything that we're up to. So yeah, if you follow us on either of those platforms, or our our website
Yep.
is,
Which
we keep updated with gigs and bits and pieces.
You can start doing ours if you like, because I'm not very good at that.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I forget. That and TikTok. I'm not good at TikTok.
I still haven't ventured into that world. I'm not much of a dancer, I'm afraid. I don't know.
Me either. And I'm even worse if I'm trying to film something. Like I'll be watching it with my eyes and not put the camera on it, or I'm not very good at remembering to take footage. I just turn up, do what I'm there to do and enjoy it, and then go, oh, I should have got a photo.
Yeah. I'm the same at a gig. It's, when you turn up, there's so much, you turn up, there's all this pressure to get set up and then, then play, and then you're doing your thing and you get to the end of the night and go, oh, crap, I haven't taken any photos.
I know, I do that all the time. Or hang on, did I get to see a whole song? Or I usually I get there and people need things doing and help, and you set up on the stage but then you get to the end of the gig and I don't think I heard a whole song. I don't know what happened. So yes, that happens too. It's a really bad habit. Kaz has said for you guys to have fun over there in Gympie. And
we will, Kaz. We're looking forward to catching up with you soon.
Definitely. I reckon Kaz will be in Tamworth. I don't think you've ever missed Tamworth, have you, Kaz? I think you said that you're up to 50-something Tamworths now. I'm pretty sure that's what she said in one of our shows. So that's pretty impressive. I don't know if I'll get to 50 because I don't know if I'll be broke before that. 50 Tamworths, because I tell you what, it's not cheap. But I hope I can do that. It would be amazing to get to that point. I can't wait to hear the rest of your album. Are you thinking another single before the release?
Yeah, at least we're Jules, our publicist, is sort of mentioned that we should be doing 4 or 5. There's 4 or 5
Yes.
she'd release off
And
this one. So.
She does know best. She
absolutely does. Another incredibly talented person that we're very lucky to have on our team. So yeah, I think we'll definitely do at least another couple. Probably another 2 or 3.
Yes.
Which will push the album sort of into first half, middle of next year, probably. But we're just going to have to learn to be patient.
Yes. So you don't have time frames yet, but it'll be soon because the year's not that far out of it. Like it's September at the end of this week. So we don't have much time, so no pressure.
Yeah.
But yes, it's so good to see you. I hope you have an amazing time at the muster. If you are in Groundwater, please send me a message. I will definitely come to see you guys. I'll definitely come to the brewing gig. I can't wait to see that. I haven't been to Groundwater for a few years, so it's exciting to get back there and see everybody.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, definitely will do. And great to chat to you. Thanks so much for having me on again. It's been really nice to catch up. And
yes,
I've got to not leave it so long. I can't
definitely. We definitely need to do an interview in person again because that feels like ages ago.
That's
probably a lot grayer since then.
I'm bolder.
You're bolder since then.
At least you got here.
We can share. That's exactly right.
I'll take whatever you've got going.
Too much on mine. It gets too heavy. Oh, well, thank you so much. It has been so lovely to have you on the show. We will be back next week with another show, everybody. I know I love all your messages and comments in between. I am sorry there's been a few that I haven't got back to this week, but I will. I've been working long hours, so I will get back to you in the next 24 hours. That's on my list, the top of my list that I need to do. So I love hearing from you, so thank you for reaching out. Thank you again, Brad, for joining us. It's been lovely having you back.
Oh, my pleasure. Great to catch up with you again. Thanks for having me.
And when we finish the show, make sure you scroll back up to the top. You can hit the link there to go into Copperline's information, or you can look back at the slides where we've had up those QR codes. I know Scott does an amazing job, and he would have them all linking to the places that they go. So you can scan those with your phone if you like, and it will take you to the page that you're looking for. But yes, thank you again, and you guys all have a great night. We'll see you, everybody.